So now, for those of you who have used Easy Circuit before, just click New at the top, or for those who haven't, just click New, which should be on the left side of the pop-up. So now we're going to create a new project. Let's call it Eyes for the Blind or something like that. Doesn't really matter what you call it. I think I've used this name before, so I'm just going to modify it a bit. And then if you click OK, it should create a new project like so. And then, how this project is going to work is we're going to use two light sensors, or LDRs, to detect light. So click on this button here, called LDR, and you want to put one on B5, one on C7. The one on B5, you want to rename it so it says left. And the one on C7, you want to rename it so it says right. Then, if you go here and you click buzzer, you want to put that one on C4 and just rename it to buzzer, like that. Now, I'll explain it in the next part, but basically how this is going to work is you're going to have two light sensors. They're going to be at a 90-degree angle, and if one of them detects more light than the other, the buzzer will turn on, telling the blind person there's light in that direction. So now, this is the Eyes for the Blind Easy Circuit. We're going to go back, and then we're going to make the kit and put everything together. So now, after we've done the Easy Circuit part and put all the devices into the ports, we now need to put them onto the STEMSEL board. So, on the bottom, well, on the front of the board, you have the port numbers and letters, the same as they are on the Easy Circuit. So what you will need is a screwdriver, buzzer, and two light sensors. Now, there are two ways to do this. You can either put heat shrink on here, so the light is directed more, or you can use some tape. Basically, what you want to do is following the Easy Circuit. You want to get your light sensor and put the white wire of the light sensor into C7, like that. And then screw clockwise to tighten it. Then you want to put the other white wire of the second light sensor into B5. It doesn't really matter which order you do this, as long as they're in the correct ports. Like that. Now, whoopsie. If you ever get confused which port to go which, remember that the white wire always goes into the port that you put it into Easy Circuit. For example, since we put the two light sensors into C7 and B5, the white wire is going to C7 and B5. Now we get the buzzer and put the white wire of the buzzer into C4, like that, and then clockwise to tighten. Now, oh wait, it didn't go in. Excuse me for a second. Now the real challenge with this is trying to fit 3 black wires into 1 negative port. Now, the reason they have 2 negative and 2 positive ports on both sides of the board is just in case you have like 10 black wires that you need to fit in. But I think 3 is manageable. Just bundle them up like that and shove them in. Like so. Tighten it again, and then same with the red wires into the positive or the plus. And tighten. Oh crap. And tighten. So now your board should look something like that. 2 red wires, 3 black wires, and then 1 white wire into each port. So now, what you want to do, if you have tape, you want to get a scissor and the tape you've decided to use. And I think I may use, let's see. Yeah, that looks good enough. Cut that off. and you want to wrap it around one light sensor like this. And you want to wrap it around so that the light sensor has a hole like that. Now the reason we want to do this, and when you use a tape, make sure it's not a clear tape, and masking tape could work, but the best type of tape is something like duct tape or something like that. And the reason we want to put tape on it is so the way a light sensor works is it can detect light coming from all sides. For example, this bare light sensor without the tape can detect light coming from this angle, this angle, this angle. But the light sensor with tape can only detect from this angle. And now there's a problem if you don't have a tape, because later on we need to see where the light is. And if the light comes in at this angle and hits this light sensor, it won't work properly since it's still detecting light, you know? This is why we're putting the tape on it. I think I did it this way. And try to make your tape as even as possible. Yeah, like I might have to get another piece of tape because I don't think I did this one long enough. But I think it'll be fine. Yeah, good enough. Okay, so now once you have either your tape or heat shrink on, we need to get more tape and fix this at a 90 degree. Yeah, excuse me, I had to go get some masking tape. So now with your tape, you want to rip some off or use the scissors and get your light sensors 90 degree angle like so. Get your tape and wrap it around. You want to do that, do that, do that, and do that, and that. It doesn't have to be exactly 90, but preferably 90 so the light sensor can detect a difference. I haven't done a too good job, but yeah. Something like that. So basically, you will hold your microchip, move it around from side to side, and if one of the light sensors detect more light, then it will start the buzzer. And in that way, if I look around the room and pinpoint where the light source is. So now once we finish the hardware stuff, let's go into more coding with core chart.